morning, children. How are you all? I hope all of you are fine and safe inside your homes. Now, today we are going to start with poem. We are going to start with one poem that is in the chapter 2 itself. It is the second part of the chapter, which is poem named Block City. So now let us start with it. So now before starting with the poem, let us find out first all the hard words so that it becomes very much easy to understand the poem when we do so. So now let us start with the first hard word, which is Kirk, K-I-R-K, which is Kirk, K-I-R-K, which means church, a church. Mode, M-O-O-R-E-D, mode, which means tied or attached to a fixed thing with a rope. This is what we mean by mode, M-O-O-R-E-D, mode. And the third one is hark, H-A-R-K, hark, which means to listen. So now this is a poem Block City by Robert Louis Stevenson. It is a poem by Robert Louis Stevenson, which is Block City. So now let us start with the first paragraph. So what is the first paragraph saying? Let us first read it out. It states that what are you able to build with the blocks? I repeat, what are you able to build with your blocks? It says palaces, temples and docks. What are you able to build with your blocks? Castles, palaces, temples and docks. It means that a poet is saying that it is first questioning that what are you able to build with your blocks, those blocks. So then the answer is the poet is able to build palaces, temples and things like that. In the next line we have is rain may keep raining and others can roam, but I am happy building at home. It means that the poet is saying that it is raining, so others are obviously wishing to go out. They are willing to go out and roam around in the rains, but poet is happy building his or her own city, building his city which he is building at his home. So he is saying others may go out, enjoy and roam, but the speaker, that is the poet, wants to remain at home and build his city. So here again I will read it out, the first stanza. What are you building with your blocks? Temples, palaces and docks. Rains may keep raining, others go roam, but I am happy building at my home. So this was about first stanza. Now let us understand the second stanza. Let the sofa be mountains, carpet be the sea, there I will establish a city for me. So the poet is very creative. He is very creative and innovative. So what is he trying to say? He is trying to say that in his living room, that is, he is comparing things related to the city in his let the sofa be mountains, means he is saying that let the sofa be mountains and the carpet be the sea, and there he will establish a city for himself. So this is what he means by the terms sofa and mountains, carpet and sea. A kirk, a mill and a palace beside, I repeat, a kirk, which means a church, a mill and a palace beside, and of course a harbour as well where my vessels can ride. So this is what he is trying to say, that he also wants a church, a mill and a palace beside, and also a place where he can have his own peace and where he can have his vessels also. So this is what he is trying to say, that he wants to establish his city where he wants a mill, a church and also a palace beside him, so that he can live there peacefully. So again I will repeat this stanza. Let the sofa be the mountains, carpets be the sea, and there I will establish a city for me. A kirk, a mill and a palace beside, a harbour as well where my vessels ride, a harbour as well where my vessels ride. So this was the second stanza. Now we will understand the third stanza. Great is a palace with a pillar and wall. Great is the palace with a pillar and a wall, a sort of a tower on top of it all. A sort of a tower on top of it all. Means what is the poet trying to say? That a palace is a great with wall. A palace is a great with pillar and wall, just like a tower on up of it all, on up of it all, and steps coming down in an orderly way, which means that all the steps are organized in an orderly way to where my toy vessels lie safe in the bay, which means he's saying that where all of his toy vessels can be safe, can be kept safely. So this is what we understand by this para, that great is the palace with pillar and wall, a sort of a tower on top of it all, and steps coming down in an orderly way to where my toy vessel lies safely in the bay. So this is what we mean by the third paragraph, where the poet is talking about a palace that is very much great with pillar and walls, just like a tower, and where he can have steps in an orderly way where he can have his toy vessels safe. So this is what we understand by the third para. Now let us find out the fourth para. This one is sailing and that one is moored. We just know the meaning of moored. This one is sailing, which means it is floating, and that one is moored, which means which is tied or attached to a thing very tightly. So this one is sailing and that one is moored. Hark to the songs of the sailors on board, which means hark means to listen to the songs of sailors on the board. And see on the steps of my palace the kings coming and going with present and things. The kings coming and going with the presents and things. So here the poet is talking about the steps of his palace where kings are coming and going with presents, that is gifts and things. So this is the whole poem, which is about a city, block city, that is poet is building his city with the help of the blocks, where he wants the carpet to be the sea, sofa to be the mountains and things like that. He is very creative, he is very innovative in his own way. So I hope you have understood and also liked this poem, as it is very easy and interesting at the same time. So that was all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.